覚めよ。
君はライジャなのか。
私たちが時空を超えてきたというのはなんとなくお分かりでしょう。
1000年もの未来からやってきた目的は何じゃ。
アバリティアの解放です。
冗談きついな。アバリティアってのは冒険譚に出てくる怪物だろ。
これは何じゃ。
それらを知ってしまったあなたたちには今からとある選択をしてもらいます。協力か死か、お好きな方をお選びください。
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Kugan, and today we're going to be going over a game called Blue Protocol. It's a new MMORPG that is being developed and published by Bandai Namco. If you look at the aesthetic of this game, you can tell it's really similar to the anime called Sword Art Online. The people that are actually developing the music for the game are the ones that made the music for Attack on Titan, so if you're familiar with either or, you're going to see a lot of similarities. So basically today we're going to be going over the developer feedback for the closed beta that just occurred. So first we're going to be going over, start going over the feedback. First they said they're going to be adding more voices, clothes, and accessory. They're also going to be adding more customizability to characters and fixing bugs in the attacker class and time attack bug. The attacker class where basically they would knock up enemies and they wouldn't really knock them up. A time attack is basically where you go into a dungeon and gotta finish it in so much time. So let's say you gotta finish it by 10 minutes to beat the best record. Also, they're going to be doing a lot of improvements on the interface. They had a lot of issues where the interface was too small for a lot of players, whether it was buffs or debuffs or clicking on certain things or just buying things. It was just too difficult, you know. So they're basically gonna probably increase the size or maybe even change the symbol of them just so it could be easier for people to see, or even colors. They're also going to be putting out equipment sets. So for, like, you know how you would go into a raid or a dungeon and you have a set ready, you know, to go into there, and you could it's just a click of a button to switch your entire set. Whether you're in town just chilling and you want to switch to maybe a, you know, set where you're looking all nice, pimped out type stuff, or a set where you're ready to go into battle for player versus player or PvE or even a dungeon. They're basically making sets for players. They're also going to be increasing the number of quests on screen and increasing the size of the UI because just a lot of things are too small. Also, they're going to be adding a color variant or colors to your items when they drop. So you know how in Call of Duty, Fortnite, or even World of Warcraft, when you kill an enemy, they would drop loot, right? And based off its color, you would know its rarity. That's exactly what they're doing. So they're adding colors so you can know what rarity it is. Also, they're going to be adding more key bindings because there were not enough key bindings. One of the big topics was mount energies. A lot of people felt like it was unnecessary to have it. So now they're thinking of a new way to do it, basically. Either removing it entirely and just letting you ride your mount indefinitely, or adding a new system. Next is the systems. A lot of people's computers were overloading, so they're working on ways to basically decrease the amount of load that the game's putting on their computer, and so maybe reduce how many people you can see on screen, or maybe the graphic settings, you know. add more customizability basically to the settings of the game. Another thing they're going to do is have the minimap change size automatically while in combat. They're thinking of adding a minimap to the dungeon. I know for me personally, I thought it was a cool idea not to have a minimap because it would kind of like, while in the dungeon, it's supposed to be kind of like more exciting, you know, like you're not really should know where you're going. You should be like self-navigating, and I think it adds another level of intensity to it. You know, you got to be careful when you die and respawn, because if you go the wrong way, you could end up dying and making your whole team die too. You know, so you got to be very careful. I think that was like it adds another level of realism to it, and that's what I like about it. But I mean, to each his own. Some people were complaining about it. Some people were happy about it, you know. It's whatever though. They're also going to be working on the matchmaking because they didn't realize a lot of these problems because they didn't have a large enough player base. They found issues where basically people would group up in a party, but when it would load into the next area, they wouldn't be together. They're also going to be giving players the ability to change channels by choice. So if you want to go to a certain voice channel or even text channel, you can. And they're even thinking of adding where you can talk to one another as long as you're in a party. And they're also planning on implementing private channels where basically you have a channel where only your friends can join, or people in your group can join, or in your party when you group up with them. They're also going to be making the follow feature more like a friends list and fixing an issue where basically people can follow you but you won't be able to follow them back. Another thing some players were complaining about was that the inventory was too small. The whole point of this, the whole reason they did this was to have people come in and out of the city frequently. So it was to basically test out the game. They did it on purpose. So they said next time, they felt like it caused so much hassle, so the next testing, they're gonna have increased inventory. And let's say you pick up an item and it's not identified. As you play the game, it's gonna become identified. Once you identify those items, you can just send them back to your storage at your town, even though you're not in town. So they want to implement powerful consumables in the game, but before they do that, they want to create a high risk, high reward type system. They're not exactly sure yet, but basically think about it like this: you have these strong consumables in your inventory, but for having them, it may cost you. You might have a debuff on you, or you may have to lose your rare items if you die using it or with it in your inventory, or you lose 10,000 gold or something like that. You know, I think that's something that's really going to add another level of intensity, a real level of intensity to it by having something like that. I think it's going to make the game a lot. It's going to be one of those aspects that really make the game stand out. Well, that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future. I think we finally found our anime game. I'll see you guys. I'm out. Peace.